book holder. Starting off with the Chairman Sprint Prize. Group 1 over the 200 metres. Sky Field, winner on International Day back in December. Wellington back to defend his crown. Lucky Patch was favourite on International Day. We haven't seen him since he fell there. Stronger won 2 starts back, beating Sky Field. Sight Success only just beaten by Wellington last time out. We've got Super Wealthy, Master 8 up in class. Computer Patch got speed. He's got Barrier 1, Lucky Express and Kerpenny, who might be our early leader as well. That is how they line up, the 11 runners for the Chairman Sprint Prize. We'll start, as always, with the speed map itself. Tom, good, we're saying, in the early stages. Where do the principals land?
Yeah, well, Kerpenny is going to be the likely leader here. He's the horse that's going to go forward to Paul. Computer Patch, he likes to be handy. What about Master 8? What do they do with him from barrier number 8? Do they press forward again like last start?
I think they'll have to, yeah. They might try and get outside Kerpenny, but it looks a little bit tricky for him. I think Sight Success will keep him wide there. Lucky Express, another one that sort of is going to be wide at the back. I think they're going to have to go a little bit further back with Wellington than they'd like, just to stop being trapped wide as well. But look, the pace is going to be on, so he's going to get his opportunity for sure.
All right, so Kerpenny leading, and his stablemate Skyfield might be at the back there, keeping Wellington company as well. Now we can have a look at the last winners of the race. Tom, Wellington back to defend his crown, but there's some good names there as well.
Yeah, there certainly is. Mr. Stunning, what a champion sprinter he was here in Hong Kong. Beat the clock the year before that. Eye Victory and Lucky Bubbles. So some great names. Andrew have won this race down through the years.
Yeah, Francis Loy winning the race as well with Lucky Bubbles, with Hugh Bowman in the saddle. Got Lucky Patch back this year. Tough ask for him, first up since December. He was out at track work. Nick Child caught up with him.
Francis, a big weekend obviously coming up for your stable, notably with Golden 60, but Lucky Patch in the sprint, he's perhaps in danger of being the forgotten horse a little bit in this race. How has he been obviously since December, and what has he done since then?
It seems okay. After last race, we sent him to Chong Fa and just train him over there and give him a couple of field barrier trials. But just shame, you know, he stuck on there and supposed to have a run last time, but he can't come. I think he just missed that race.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and just on the Chung Fa, obviously, it's been very difficult getting those horses back. Do you feel that's perhaps been a good thing, that the fact that you have been able to give him those extra trials and sort of bring him here in top form?
Yeah, I think so. But I think my opinion is if he have one race is better than the barrier trial. You know?
He's a interesting runner, isn't he? Lucky Patch. You're wondering who that horse was in the red jacket in that trial. It was Light of Wanshi, who goes around in race number 4. But best of luck to Francis Loy and the team with Lucky Patch returning. He was favourite, don't forget, on International Day. This is the Sprint Cup last time out, though, Paul. This is Wellington. This is the win. The whole field line up once more, but Wellington wins. We've got Sight Success finishing in 2nd. Master 8 runs 3rd. Lucky Express just in behind in 4th. And last year's champion sprint in Hot King Prawn in 5th place. So the other 3 go as well. But what do you make of this coming forward?
Yeah, look, I think Wellington's going to get the pace to suit. You can see he came from well back in the field here, and he's got a really good turn of foot. He's won his last 2. He's a horse in good form, so he looks tough to beat. I thought Sight Success, he stepped up to the mark well as well coming into this race, and he finished off nicely enough. I think it's going to be a bit tougher for Master 8 and Lucky Express from their draws.
Yeah, I think it will be, but look, Sight Success I think is one of the main dangers certain to Wellington here this time around. And throughout the whole time we've been seeing these sprinters through the races, through the season, there hasn't been too much between them. So look, I think it's between those 2, Wellington also Sight Success.
Barrier draw stats, Tom, reasonably even, but Wellington's actually drawn barrier 9 here, and that's had the fewest winners coming out of that game.
Yeah, according to the stats, that is the worst draw possible here over the 1,200 metres on the A course. In terms of winning, you can see there's plenty of placings in the column there, but the win strike rate, only 2%.
OK, well, we will see. He's obviously going to be one of the favourites going into the race. We can have a look, though, at one of the others, and that is Sky Field, who's been back at the trials. Blake Shin in the saddle. Again, Paul, as far as this is concerned, how do you think he's looking for Sunday's assignment? He's
looking really good. He really hit the line nicely in this trial. You can see he's bolting there at this stage. Really wants to go well. Blake Shin, I think he'll go back from his draw as well. He'll be held up for a run, and I can see him and Wellington making runs together. And look, I think he's amazing. major chance in the race.
He just didn't have that same turn of foot that we've seen in the past from him last start. That was on the good to yielding rain-affected track there. This trial was back on the 22nd of March. You could see him quicken through the line there really nicely. So back on top of the ground is definitely going to favour him.
All right, okay. As Skyfield is quite short in the market, along with last year's winner in Wellington. Paul, how do you line him up here?
Yeah, I've gone with Wellington again. I can think he can make it 3 in a row. The horse is just in really good form, did win the race last year. Skyfield back on top of the track, as Tom said. I think that's a major plus for him. Sight Success has been consistent. And Lucky Patch, he's dropped some weight coming into this race. He spent some time up at Chungfa, and the extended period of time, I think, has done the horse really well. 2, 1, 6 and 3.
Same 4 numbers, just slightly in a different order, but certainly agree on Wellington. You can read into whatever you like with those barrier stats if you're a fan of those or not, but he's drawn out wide here, gets his chance again, Wellington. Sight Success, a main danger along with Skyfield. I'm going to throw in Lucky Patch. He's dropped 31 pounds, so he must be fairly forward coming into this, I feel, Lucky Patch, and he was the informed horse going into International Day. 2, 6, 1 and 3.
Wellington as well for me for the repeat, but Hot King Prawn 50 to 1 doesn't look too bad, does it? I think it's quite an even race, the sprint.